Hi everyone, in this video I will show you how to make this assemblage sculpture. An assemblage is a work of art made by grouping found or unrelated objects. One of the best assemblage artists was Louise Nevelson. Louise would take boxes and fill them up with different types of wooden shapes. Then she would paint the shapes all one color and then stack the boxes to make a giant wall sculpture. She would usually use black, white, or gold paint. If you get a chance to see one at a museum, check it out, it's worth it. If you're a teacher and you're doing this lesson with your students, collect all of the finished work and find a spot in your school where you can stack them all up and make one large assemblage sculpture. That's what I did at my school. Check it out. You will need a cardboard box for this lesson. This is the one I will be using in the video. I bought these for my students. They came flat like this, and I had my students fold them up into the box shape. You could also use jewelry boxes or old shoe boxes. Marker caps. Wooden pieces. Bottle caps. Buttons, puzzle pieces, wooden cutouts, pieces of cardboard, yarn or string. I use one of these large trays to put all items in my classroom. Plate to put your paint on, a cup of water with different sized brushes, white bottled glue, black latex or acrylic paint, a paint opener, and a mixing stick. Here's how to fold the box. Bring these sides in first, and this comes down and over on the top. See? Goes in, and this tab goes down there. There we go. Now it's time to put items in the box. You're going to select items from the tray and assemble them inside the box and then glue them down when you're ready. I have an idea for this one where I'm going to put marker caps all along the bottom and then see where it goes from there. It's okay to use extra glue on this project. You want to make sure all of the items stay in place. The glue will dry clear, and we're painting over everything with one solid color. You can even glue items to the side of the box, like that. right, I like the way this looks. The next step is to let this dry overnight, and then I'm going to coat it with one solid color of paint. All of the glue has dried, and now this is ready to paint. You might have noticed that I switched 2 of the puzzle pieces out for new ones. I did this just before the glue dried because I thought this looked better. Now I'm ready to paint with one solid color. For this, I'm going to use black paint. This is black latex house paint. You could also use black acrylic paint. I found that temper paint does not work well for this project. As the temper paint dries, it cracks, revealing all of the colored surfaces underneath. So temper paint is not a good choice for this project. So I would use a plastic-based paint like acrylic or latex. If you're using house paint, first open the lid with your opener. Then you will need to use your stirring stick and make sure you stir the paint up, get it mixed up nicely. I found that the house paint works best for a large group of students. Make sure everybody's wearing a paint shirt. You can use a paper plate or a bowl, then pour it on there. You're ready to go. Make sure you close the paint can lid tightly so the paint doesn't dry out. You can use a rubber mallet or even just a piece of wood. Kind of hammer it closed. There you go. As I paint, I'm going to turn the project around and make sure that I get all of the surface area of these little items. Everything needs to be a solid color. Let's begin. To get the area inside the marker caps, I twist the brush like this, make sure the paint gets in there. When I use acrylic or latex-based paints in my classroom, I cover the tables with brown craft paper or tablecloths because I don't want to get this paint on the surface of my tables. It'll ruin them. It's really difficult to get off. So if you cover it up with the brown paper, it's an easy cleanup. Now it's time to paint the sides of the box. If I leave it on the surface of the brown paper and I paint the sides, as it dries, it'll stick to this paper and it'll tear the paper up. So one easy fix for that is I'm going to elevate the box off the brown paper using this lid, and then I can also twist it and turn it and get all four sides easily. I'm done painting the first coat. I'm going to let this dry and then I'll give it a second coat. As it dries, it will turn black. Right now it looks like it's a dark gray color. The paint will also act as a sealant, holding all of those puzzle pieces and other little wooden pieces together, just like glue. The first coat has dried. It looks pretty good. I'm going to give it a second coat because I do see some color showing from the markers. After the second coat dries, I'll show you what it looks like. All right, the second coat is done. Now it's time to let this dry, and I'll show you what it looks like finished. The paint has dried and my assemblage sculpture is finished. Even though I used different shapes and they were different colors, the piece is unified by painting it all one color. This work has symmetry. If you put a line down the middle of it, it's got the same stuff on both sides, left and right. If you turn it this way and put a line down the middle of it, same thing. It's balanced on both sides. This piece uses repetition. You can see a lot of the shapes are repeated over and over again. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and making some art. I hope your work turned out awesome. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Whoosh.